children, we'll continue our class. Now, last class we saw why did Horace Danby prefer books to painting? What is the reason? That is, painting occupies more space than books. So, he doesn't want to prefer this painting because he had only a small house, and if he chooses this painting, it occupies more space, so he prefers books. Now it's in this paragraph, you see, there is a great bowl of flowers on a table, and Horace felt his nose tickle. He gave a little sneeze and then put down his bag. He carefully arranged his tools. He had 4 hours before the servants returned. See, now he is at action. There was a great bowl of flowers on the table. So, maybe fresh flowers. So he saw a bowl of flowers on the table, and it was giving some smell. And Horace felt his nose tickle. He may have allergy. No, so once he got the smell of the flower, he got some tickling sensation in his nose, and he gave a little sneeze, started sneezing. Why? Since he got this tickling, because of he had got allergy, and these flowers got irritation to him, and so he started to sneeze, and then put down his bag. Why? He has to start his work. So he put down his bag. He carefully arranged his tools. Very carefully, he took his tools out from the bag, and he arrived because he has to break the shelf. He had 4 hours before the servants returned. See, we know the servants left for movie, and they will take minimum 4 hours to come back. So Horace has 4 hours to complete his work. What is complete? What is the work? It is breaking the shelf. So he has 4 hours. So in these 4 hours, he has to do all this work. The safe was not going to be hard to open. After all, he had lived with locks and safes all his life. The burglar alarm was poorly built. He went into the hall to cut its wire. He came back and sneezed loudly as the smell of the flowers came to him again. The safe was not going to be hard to open. See, to Horace, the opening of the shelf was not so difficult. To him, it was very easy. Horace found it easy to open the shelf. After why he had lived with locks and safe all his life, because he has been dealing with law, because he was a manufacturer of lock. We know it well. So he knows well how to open the lock. And moreover, every year he broke a shelf. So he knows well how to break a shelf. So he was quite familiar with the locks and shelf all these years. The burglar alarm was poorly built. What is burglar alarm? In certain home, no, they set an alarm. For what? When a thief comes and touches, that makes a sound. It's a burglar alarm. So this burglar alarm was very poor. The system was very poor. He went into the hall to cut its wire. He made the wire disconnected. No more burglar alarms. He came back and sneezed loudly. He came back to the same position. So he came near to the shelf, and again he sneezed loudly. Why? This flower smell gave him irritation, and so he sneezed loudly. And he came back and sneezed loudly as the smell of the flowers came to him again. That is, the flower smell came to him again, So he sneezed again. And then, how foolish people are when they own valuable things. Horace thought a magazine article had described this house, giving a plan of all rooms and a picture of this room. The writer had even mentioned that the painting hid a safe. That is, Horace says, how foolish people are. Why? When they own valuable things. What are valuable things? Gold, money, and other expensive things. That is, people are foolish. Why? They own all these valuable things. See, that is why the thief came and stole it. Isn't it? So Horace says that how foolish the people are. See, Horace thought. See, a magazine article had described this house. We know that there are some people, no, and they show their home in an article, or you see in some TV channels. We can find the same thing. There is one program like My Home. In this program, see what happens. People show their home. They show the interior decoration. They show the cushion, all they show it. And the owner find it very happy to show this to the public. And here also, this house was published in a magazine. That magazine, everything was very clear. Where was the kitchen, where was the living room, where was the bedroom, all were given very clearly. And also, a magazine article had described this house, and there may be a lot of magazines, and they describe about a house and its furniture and its location, its areas, its rooms and kitchen, everything were described. And so a magazine article had described this house, how? Giving a plan of all the rooms, how the rooms were constructed, how the rooms were planned. So this plan of the rooms were clearly given in the magazine, and a picture of this room. Which room? The room where the shelf was kept, isn't it? So this magazine clearly gave a picture of this room where this self was. The writer had even mentioned that a painting had hid a safe. And the writer also said, see, this is the painting, the same room. This is a painting, and behind this painting there is a safe. So very clear for the thief. The thief knows that the thief need not to ponder. Ponder means search. Not to search for the shell, because he already saw this in the magazine that this painting hid a safe. So, but Horace found that the flowers were hindering him in his work. He buried his face in his handkerchief. See, to find out the safe was very easy for him, because he already knew the position of this safe from this magazine, and so it was not so difficult. But what was the difficulty? He found the flowers were hindering, stopping him, preventing him from his work, because these flowers give smell, and the smell give irritation to our Horace, and he knew that these flowers were troubling him. So what did he covered his he covered his nose, face with his handkerchief. So things are smooth. Then he heard a voice say from the doorway, what is it? A cold or hay fever. So while he was sneezing frequently, a sound came from the doors. See, what a sound? What is it? What happened? A cold, how you got a cold? Or how you got a hay fever? What happens? A sound came from the doorway. See, Horace expected none there. He felt safe there. He thought that nobody was there, but someone is there. A lady was there. See, before he could think, Horace said, hay fever, and found himself sneezing again. See, he did not think, without thinking, he said, yes, I have hay fever, and again started sneezing. Then he thought, whom did I say? Yes. The voice went on. The voice went on. The voice continued. The dialogue continued. You can cure it with a special treatment. The sneezing can be treated. He says, it can be cured. You know, if you find out just what plant gives you the disease, see, this disease can be easily cured. How? You have to find out. What you have to find out? Which plant gives you trouble. Then avoid that plant. That will be cured. Very easy treatment. No. You can be free from the sneezing very easily. It can be cured. How? Find out the plant which gives you irritation and you avoid that plant. Then you can be cured. I think you would better see a doctor. What's better? Go and consult a doctor. If you are serious about your work, see, about your work. What's the work here? Stealing, breaking a shelf, breaking a safe. That is your work. So if you are serious at your work, then go and consult a doctor and he will give you some medicine and then you can continue your work. I heard you from the top of the house just now. I heard you. I was in the top of the house and I heard you sneezing. See, Horace is troubled now. Hoping that nobody is at home, he entered the house for stealing. But now what happened? Somebody is inside. Someone caught him. No? Yes. And now it was a quiet, kindly voice, but one with a firmness in it. A woman was standing in the doorway and Sherry was rubbing against her. She was young, quite pretty, and was dressed in red. She walked to the fireplace and straightened the ornaments there. See, it was a quiet, kindly voice. Which voice? Asked, what happened? Was it a cold or hay fever? If it is serious, go and consult a doctor. And I heard you from the staircase upstairs. All this he heard from the person. And he knew that that sound, that voice was kind voice, a quiet voice. But one with a firmness, but the sound was very firm, very strong voice, commanding voice. Who was it? A woman was standing in the doorway. Who was standing there? A woman was standing. A woman was standing on a doorway. And Sherry was rubbing against her. The dog was standing very near to the door. Near to the lady. It means the dog knows the lady well. Might be the house owner. No? Yes. And how you see? Horace saw a lady standing near the door. And Sherry was standing very near to her. He was rubbing her. It means the dog knows her well. How was she? She was young. And she was very pretty, she was very beautiful, and was dressed in a red dress. She walked to the fireplace. What is fireplace? It's in Western countries, there is a in the room corner there is a place to fire, to free from the cold. Fireplace, and straighten the ornaments there. Then, "Down, Sherry," she said. "Anyone would think I had been away for a month." She smiled at Horace and went on. "However, I came back just in time, though I did not expect to meet a burglar." So we know that, see, "Don't, Sherry," she said. "See, cool down, Sherry, cool down." She was calming the dog. She says, "Cool down, Sherry. Anyone would think I had been away for a month." So normally, if you have a pet dog at home, you can see that if you are away for a long days, when you come back, it shows its love. It jumps at you, it rubs at you, it runs around you, to show its happiness when it sees you. So this dog was rubbing her, and it means that the dog is very happy because the master was away for long days, right? Yes. So she says, "Cool down." It says that I was very far away for long days. See, she smiled at Horace. She smiled at him and continued, "Why? However, anyhow, I came back just in time. I came back in right time. Though I did not expect to meet a burglar. I never expect a burglar in my house. See, if I had not come now, this person might have taken everything from my house. So I came on time. If I had not come now, what would happen? This burglar, this thief might have taken everything from my house. So, my God, I am right now." Horace had some hope, because she seemed to be amused at meeting him. He might avoid trouble if he treated her the right way. He replied, "I did not expect to meet one of the family." See, Horace had some hope. What hope? See, the lady is not angry. The lady is not aggressive. So he felt some hope now. What did this lady may be a soft one, so I can escape. So he had some hope, because she seemed to be amused. The lady seemed to be wondered. She was surprised. She was amused to see the person here. That is, she was totally amused. She was totally surprised to see a burglar at home. He might avoid trouble. What trouble? Trouble to escape from her. If she is serious, if she is very aggressive, then it is very difficult to escape from her. But she seems to be kind, she seems to be soft, she seems to be surprised, she seems to be amused. So he thinks that it is not so difficult to escape from her. See, he might avoid trouble if he treated her the right way. He replied, "I did not expect to meet one of the family." See, I came to your home hoping that nobody is here, but I never expected anyone in the house. he said. See, I never expected anyone here. I thought nobody will be at home, so I will be safe here. But you are here. Horace said, my first thought was to run. Run from the house. That's your first thought. Of course, you could do that. Of course you can. Who said? The lady said, of course you can run away. Go away, run, you can do. But I would telephone the police and tell them all about you. They would get you at once. Okay, you can run away, escape. No problem. But I will call the police and I will tell everything to the police and they will come and arrest you. Okay, up to you. You can run. Horace said, I would, of course, cut the telephone wires first, and then he hesitated, a smile on his face. I would make sure that you could do nothing for some time. A few hours would be enough. Of course, you can call the police. No problem. But cut the telephone wires first and then. First what I will do, I will cut the telephone wire. Then tell me, how do you inform the police? I will cut the telephone wires. He hesitated. He was somewhat unwilling. A smile on his face. What he said? I would make sure that you could do nothing for some time. See, I can make sure that you can do nothing because now I will go and cut the wire. How do you call the police? I'm sure you can't do anything. I will cut the wire and I'll escape. And how do you call the police? He smiled at the lady and said, I can't do it. Then a few hours would be enough. See, I want only a few hours to escape from here. You can't do anything. She looked at him seriously. You would hurt me? Oh, you will hurt me? You will injure me? You will injure me? You will wound me? Horace paused and then said, I think I was trying to frighten you when I said that. Horace paused, stopped a while and then said, but I think I was trying to frighten you when I said that. See, I am not going to injure you. I am not going to harm you. I am not going to break the telephone wire. I just said I am not going to do anything. I will not do it. I just said that's all. I am not going to do anything. Horace suggested, it would be nice if you would forget you ever saw me. Let me go. The next medicine. What do you say? Horace suggested, what do you say? It would be nice. It would be good. What? If you would forget you ever saw me. You forget that you saw me. That's better. You did not see me. I did not come here. You did not talk. I'll finish. See how cunning he is. No. He said, see, you see a lady, a madam. What is nice, no? You forget this moment. Finish. You forget the moment. You did not see me. I did not see you. I didn't come here. We did not make you forget everything. Let me go. Shall I go? The voice was suddenly sharp. Why should I? You are going to rob me. If I let you go, you will only rob someone else. Society must be protected from me, men like you. Let me go. The voice was suddenly sharp. The lady's sound became sharp sound. She became very sharp. Why should I? Why should I let you go? Why should I allow you go? You are going to rob me. You are going to rob my house. You are going to steal my property. You are a thief. If I let you go, if I allow you to go, then you will only rob someone else. See, you came here to rob me. Here you came to steal my house. And if I leave you now, if I allow you to go, you will go to others' house and you rob there. You will steal others' house. Society must be protected from people like you. See, society needs protection from you people. So, I will not allow you to go. Because you are a dangerous person. Because if you are alive, you will, if I allow you now to go, you will go to others' house and you will steal there. No. Society wants protection from you people. No, that is, society must be protected from men like you. So, I will not allow you to go. Up to there, you reach. And listen the class properly. And if you find it difficult, we will, when you come in our interaction, we will discuss it. Okay, thank you.